So, hello guys, this is Lockwood Craft and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be making a video about, so what is the difference between Minecraft on last gen and Minecraft on current gen. And then at the end of it then I'll be comparing the PS4 edition to the Xbox One edition because, well, why not? Like, I know that there's a new version of Minecraft coming out. This can just be called Minecraft, but there's going to be a lot of people that are still going to play the old version of Minecraft. So you know, it's still good. It's all good from there. So without further ado, let's compare Minecraft on the Xbox 360 to the PS. So Minecraft Xbox 360, PS Vita, and PS3, really. So so the first reason right now. Okay, so basically the Xbox 360 and the PS3, their worlds are currently limited to 854 by 854 blocks. So that's basically that. But however, on the PS4 and Xbox One, you've got 4 world options, with the biggest being 5,000 by 5,000. Yes, guys, this is a massive difference. And you know, for those who have the game, you probably know about this already. So yeah, that is good. That is very good news, actually. And the next sorry guys, I'm a little rusty on this. So yeah, basically what I'm going to talk about here. So yeah, basically on the Xbox 360, also the render distance is currently limited to 12 chunks by 12 chunks. Now the reason for this was, you know, to get the game running at 60 FPS. So this has always been 4Js, because we do know that 4J work on the console versions. 4J, we do know that they want to keep the game running at a stable 60 frames per second, which is like very smooth for a console, really. So you know, the render distance was kept at that, and the Xbox 360 and the PS3 and the Wii U and the PS Vita had a lot of technical disadvantages though. So you know, you'll have to bear that in mind. And so there are some things that they just couldn't do for it, because, you know, it just couldn't handle it, so they just had to put it down. Like, they had to downgrade it, if you like. But it's still a good game otherwise on there. It is still a very good game, and the game runs very well. But also they had to make sure. Yes, like the world size was 854 by 854. Now, also, but although this became the most, or one of the most played games on the Xbox market when it first came out, really, people were basically hating on it because of the world size compared to the PC's almost infinite landscape. Yes, guys, the PC is not infinite. You will get to the end of the world after about a few billion or trillion blocks, you know, depending on your memory, but it's not really infinite. Nothing is infinite in this world, guys, you know. Yeah, so that's the truth there. But the world sizes are pretty small on the last gen. But then 4J had another plan in mind, and that was to release the PS4 and Xbox One editions. Now these would have benefited really from a massive these would have basically benefited from a massive upgrade to about 5,000 by 5,000 blocks in each direction, and that was on the biggest setting as well, the biggest world setting. That was actually on the biggest world setting. You know, the smallest on the Xbox One and on the PS4 was 850, which is classic, yes, but then you got another world option called small, which was like 1,000 or so blocks, and then there was medium, which was 3,000 by 3,000, and then there was a large one, which was 5,000 by 5,000. Yes, that is a massive difference, and we could see that 4J wanted to impress us here. We could see that they wanted to impress us, so they did so, and they definitely did so with some flair as well. Like, they definitely did so with some flair, and I'm very happy, you know, that we've got a powerful version of Minecraft. Like, this is the PS4 edition that I'm using now to play, and yeah, so that's good news. Basically, the next thing about the Minecraft PS4, Xbox One is that, well, they're able to run a game at 1080p. That is something that you can't get on the Xbox 360 or the PS3 or the PS Vita or the Wii U for that matter. In fact, it runs even worse on the Wii U. It runs at a lower resolution, and it was quite a disappointing port of the game, to be honest. It wasn't very good. It wasn't a very good port of the game. So yeah, it was a disappointment really to Nintendo fans who really wanted more from the system. But hey, that's why you go and get an Xbox One or a PS4, right? No, I'm not trying to slate you guys for, you know, for getting it. You guys can go where you want. I'm a PS4 fan, and I love being a PS4 fan. So yeah, that's me. So yeah, that's good news in that way. So the next fact, the next thing about the PS4 and Xbox One really would be that, well, it is able to get better features in the future. Now, what do you mean, you may ask? Well, what I mean by this is that, really, what I mean by this really is that, oh, this PS4's rubbish. What I'm trying to build. Well, I'm going to work on this one. But yeah, what I mean basically by this is that Xbox 360 and PS3, PS Vita and Wii U are old versions of the game, and they're 10-year-old consoles. How they're still able to run Minecraft is unbelievable, beyond me, to be honest. But 4J have kept that going for fans. I still have my 360 version, and I still love it. I still cherish it. You know, it's a lovely version of the game. But you know, if you want a better version of the console version, you need to upgrade. To get a PS4 or an Xbox One. You know, you get a bigger version of Minecraft, bigger world, like I mentioned, better render distance. Yes, so on the Xbox One and PS4, you get a render distance of about of about 19 to 20 chunks, also. And when it comes to updates, having better updates. Okay, so for example, a couple of years ago, was it about a year or two ago or something? Well, probably a year ago, we had a new option on our game called Amplified Worlds, and this was only available to come to PS4 and Xbox One. Now this is probably upsetting to some fans, you know, who probably wanted it on 360. But guys, come on, it's too old. It can't handle it. You know, it's too much for the little system. So and that's that. Right, so that was that, really. There was no way that it was going to be able to handle that. So yeah, there are some features basically, so because of the new consoles, they had to make sacrifices. 4J had to make a decision and say, right, okay guys, we're not going to be able to get this running on here. We're just going to have to let them know we can't bring it to the console, really. We can't do this. We can't do this, guys. So, you know, they made the decision ultimately from there that wasn't going to happen. So, yeah, Minecraft, Xbox 360 and PS3, for the foreseeable future, they're always going to get updates, but at some point they're just going to have to stop. You know, because the console hardware is not going to be able to handle it in the next like year, like 2 to 3 years or so. It's not going to be able to handle it in the near future. You may want to think about upgrading, because that's the way to go, right? So yeah, and especially with the new version of Minecraft, the PS4 would be able to handle it easily, but unfortunately it's, you know, Microsoft. No, it's Sony being a bit unfair to its fans, you know, saying that they don't want crossplay. In my opinion, that is like throwing toys out the pram, really. It's ridiculous. And you know, I would love to play with Xbox One, and I would love to play with Xbox One players from my PS4 and Minecraft Pocket Edition and Windows 10. I would love that, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately, in like right now. But for the foreseeable future, yes, we will get updates for the PS3, Xbox 360, and other versions. We will get updates for now, but just bear in mind, guys, that that's not always going to happen. You know, they will have to stop at some point. They will have to stop at some point, and then when that stops, you just got to have the mindset to be ready for it. Okay, you know, take it on the chin. All right, guys. Okay, this is what's going on. I need to deal with it. Okay, so there's no point in getting upset, because you know you've been warned. You've been forewarned. But yeah, for the foreseeable future, right now, PS3, 360, and all other old systems, they're gonna still keep getting updates, which is very good news, guys. Very good news, and hopefully you're excited about this. So yeah, the next point about this in difference would be the lighting quality. So yeah, some of you are probably saying, "Oh, come on, Godcraft," or my name in real life is Daniel, so you can call me Daniel in real life. My name is Daniel. So and Lockelcraft in the name, that's my surname. So yeah, now you know a bit about me. You're like, come on, it's Minecraft. How can you compare that in like terms of graphics? But yeah, what I meant by that is, well, the PS4 and Xbox One were able to, like, because of the 1080p, you're able to get crisper, sharper lighting, better lighting, crisper, like, textures and things, basically. And yeah, so that was a big bonus for anybody who owned a console then. So yeah, anybody who owns a PS4 version, wow, guys, you've got it. You've got a good version on your hands. You've got a good version on your hands, guys. So yeah, better lighting and things. Basically, so the Xbox 360 has been out. The Xbox 360 version has been out since 2012. So yeah, it's kind of old. And the PS3 version has been out since. The PS3 version has been out since 2013, December 2013. So yeah, it's good. It's all good in that way, but slightly younger than the Xbox 360 version. Yeah, people still play these. Like the majority of people, the majority of the fan base of consoles still play the old versions. So 4J are probably getting some stick because, you know, with 4G leaving out some features. But guys, you've got to expect this. You've got to accept this, because they're all consoles. There's nothing you can do. Like, do you want 4G to force it on there and then the game run like 20 FPS or 5 FPS for that matter? You know, you've got to let these more powerful machines run the game. You know. So yeah. So the differences we've talked about in this video. Okay, so we've talked about resolution, 1080p on the new version, 720p on the old ones. Nintendo Switch runs at 720 in dock and off dock, but there'll be an update in the future that will fix that. It is a more powerful console. So than the PS3 and Xbox 360 and all the old gen versions. It is almost the same as the PS4 and Xbox One version of the game, except the world size is like the biggest world size on there is 3,000, whereas the PS4 and Xbox One's biggest world size is 5,000. So yeah, you get a more powerful difference there. But yeah, like I that's that. And then also other aspects we've covered. We have covered render distance. Okay, we've covered updates. So yeah, for as long as you own an old version, you will keep getting updates. But in the future, they will just have to stop because the game won't always be able to run properly on there. So, and yeah, it's up to you guys if you want to take that or not, really. So, you know, I can't really force you guys. But yeah, enjoy what you have, guys. Enjoy what you have, because it could be a lot worse, you know. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We've covered all the aspects of why. But if there was something that I didn't quite cover, then please let me know, and I will do my best to answer that question. I'll do research, and I will do all sorts to do that. Because like I said, in order for a YouTube channel to work, or in order for someone to know something, you need knowledge. So yeah, I need knowledge, and meaning that I must do research before I carry out things. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. Oh, by the way, do you like my build? It's meant to be a PS4 so far, but it's far from being finished. You can probably see the, you know, the design on it. I'm trying to work on the sides and everything. It still needs a lot of work yet, though. Still needs a lot of work. I'm trying to do the back. I'm trying to get, because the PS4, if you got the fat version, well, it's not really fat. It's the tiniest next gen console I've ever seen, really, until the Slim came out, of course. But it is the smallest one I've ever seen, guys. So you know, that's good. And then maybe I'll make an Xbox One statue in the future as well, after I've made this one. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. My next video on this will probably, the next video that I make will probably be about building this PS4. This could be my super flat world for all my builds. So yeah, I hope you like. Hope you like. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.